So this paper is going to touch on social networking and privacy concerns. This is then presented by myself, Midian Gabriel. So four main things we're going to touch on: the overview of social media, risk associated with social media, how is privacy breached, and preventing privacy issues. So the three main social media networks that I'm going to touch on is Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But before we get into those three, we live in a world where everything is shared. Like, favorite, retweet, and follow are terms we hear on a daily basis. According to PewInternet.org, 52% of adults use social media networks. While it may be convenient, it leaves the door open to potential and grave privacy concerns that could lead to identity theft, kidnapping, spam, potential loss of business, and harvesting of data. I recently typed in a senior manager's name using google.com, whom I've never met, and I was able to retrieve personal details such as how many kids he has and his divorce history. What are you able to retrieve when you Google your name? Does this worry you? So, it's a place where people share information. It allows people to stay in touch with each other. Convenient, yet it can be used to do so many bad things. Facebook, the proclaimed king of social media net platforms, boasts an astonishing 1.49 billion monthly active users. This is one of the most visited sites on the internet, and it is constantly growing, as you can see on the slide I've shown. This trend keeps on going, keeps on going up, keeps on going up. It always contributes to stalking, data mining, and data harvesting. Twitter boasts 307 million users and was originally called Status. This was primarily used to give status updates such as location information and what the user was currently doing. Twitter is now used to connect people and to share information about one's personal and professional lives. One can see how Twitter can be used to stalk someone. Instagram, the third social media network I will be talking about. This is the number one photo sharing platform on the planet, and it boasts 400 million users. These users also share 40 billion photos daily. In the US, 49% use this platform. Are you part of that 49%? Are you guilty of retrieving your mobile device and posting a photo displaying your precise location and what you're doing? Did you know that photos are public by default and can be viewed by anyone on the Instagram website? So now I will touch on the risks associated with social media. So when using social media, what can happen is a digital profile can be formed. How can this be formed, you may ask? When people post sensitive personal information, say a stalker, they will be able to use that information to put together a profile based on what you have posted online. Okay, sometimes these are the questions we should be asking ourselves. Should we pay more attention in the manner in which we post pictures or information? Should there be an age restriction when using social media networks? Is this post going to be here forever? How private should we set our profile? Again, it may be unintentional or harmless to say, today is my birthday, I'm 26 years old. However, this type of information can be used, as I said, to form a digital profile that can do extensive damage to you, your business, or even your family. The more information that is posted, the more companies will be inclined to harvest and sell it to third-party companies, and the easier it's going to be to create this profile. Now, this second point I'm going to talk on, harvesting. I just touched on it. The more companies will be inclined to harvest and sell it to third-party companies, and the easier it is to create a digital profile. Companies have admitted, that information such as hometown, professional history, user interactions, and even follow counts are collected and sold. Many times the users, they do not know that the information is stored, and this information can be used for secondary purposes. Some of these companies have also admitted that they become vulnerable to attacks and breaches, so that harvested data could potentially be stolen. The posts or the pictures that individuals upload can be used against them in an employer's job search, or if it is too inappropriate, then he or she can possibly be fired. If you plan to use any of these social media networks, at the forefront of your mind has to be a responsibility. Now, if you use social media networks, you can also be stalked. Ways in which you can be stalked, or how someone can stalk you, they can basically use a feature that we use called geotagging. Now, I will touch more on this in the next slide. How is privacy breached? Okay. One of the easiest way a user can expose themselves to privacy concerns is ignoring the user privacy settings. While some settings are always made available to the public, such as username, users do have the ability to control what and whom they share to, which is sometimes ignored. Many social media networks turn off privacy settings by default, which leaves many users exposed if this is not changed as soon as one joins. Irresponsibility. Another common mistake is when a user uploads compromising photos into their private album, but mistakenly uploads it to the public timeline. Once this error is realized, oftentimes it may have been too late to reverse the damages. We have to be more responsible when we're using social media. Geotagging. Geotagging is a wonderful way to instantly show or tell someone where they were and when a picture was taken. This can be extremely dangerous. In this digital world where we post photos and information to our digital communities on a whim, you might not realize that you're broadcasting exactly where you've been or where you are. Locations like your home, your workplace, your children's school, all of a sudden are accessible to anyone who can get access to those photos. And if you're announcing in real time that you are at your favorite restaurant or on vacation with the family, you're also announcing that your home may be empty. Now, there are many safety precautions that a user can take. However, social media networks are also victims of data breaches and hacking. In 2013 only, 250,000 Twitter accounts were compromised in a massive attack, and in that same year, malware breached Facebook's systems. Now, how can we prevent privacy issues? Sometimes the easiest way to be safe is to abstain from it. But in 2015, this is easier said than done. We all know this. Social media is part of our everyday lives. Companies use it for networking, recruiting, and marketing reasons, and individuals use it for personal and entertainment purposes. So how safe can one truly be? Being more aware of what you post and how you post could be half the battle. We know that modifying your privacy settings may not fully protect you. However, it can be a start. Some of the settings that can be modified are restricting tags and photo posts, adjusting the visibility level of posts, and making your profile not appear in searches. Being more responsible by not posting racy pictures or incriminating data can also save you from future embarrassment. In closing, as social media networks continue to grow and expand, my hope is that the information presented in this research paper will bring more awareness surrounding privacy issues when dealing with social media. Thank you.